But then he asked me, he said, you know, Carl, which way to get new business works best?
Yeah.
And I thought, well, it depends.
Huh.
So it depends if you're doing, and there might be another word for this, but I've always called it. It depends if you're doing hunting or farming.
I love, hey, and I love that visual. Hunting or farming, two totally different, but they
And both
provide the same
successful.
result.
And
Yeah.
both successful. So it's my belief you have to do both hunting and farming. So let
Huh.
me let me let me tell you what the difference is.
Okay.
So
Talk to me.
and I don't like the word hunting because hunting sounds violent, and I believe in getting loans. It's like probably a better way is like getting loans with love, but that just sounds so.
Come here, fishy. Come here,
Yeah,
little
yeah,
kid.
yeah. So anyway, so let me tell you the difference between farming and hunting, and let me tell you why you have to do both, and maybe we'll come up with some examples of what each is. This
Okay.
is a big
Okay.
deal. This is a
All
big
right.
deal. So, hey, Steve, I'm hungry.
Yes.
I need a meal.
Yes.
Do I start farming or do I start hunting today?
You got to hunt today, man.
You got to hunt
You,
today.
yeah,
So
you got to hunt
farming
today.
farming is those activities that we do important. Is it
Yes.
activities that we do in our mortgage business that's going to produce me deals 90 days from now, 6 months from now,
Yes.
a year from now, and like on an ongoing basis, for a long time. But it's not likely to give me a loan today. It's
Mm-mm.
like planting corn that we
Mm-hmm.
plant it now, and then 90 days from now, dude, we got a field full of corn. We got more, we got plenty of corn. Like we're going to get
Yeah.
fed well, but not today. It's 90 days from now. And then the other activity, which I'll call hunting, is how do we get loans for this month? But let me
Right.
tell you the mistake I see people make. They do the activity this month to go get loans, but the next month they go, oh my God, I'm hungry again. I
I
got
got
to
to
go
go
get it.
get more this
You get all
month.
this pressure of,
Mm.
oh my God, I got to go do it again and again and again and
Mm.
again and again.
Mm.
It's like, dude, that is so uncool. I mean, you'll burn
Mm.
out.
Yeah.
And so you have to have some farming stuff because farming is, I mean, like when I picture farming, like I'm walking through the field and I see the wheat and I see the
You're
corn.
brushing your hands over the
Yeah,
wheat as it's
yeah, and
growing
they're
and you're
waving
talking to
they're
it and
waving
being
in the wind.
sweet.
The beats are sitting there going, eat me, right? So whereas hunting, it's a little bit more intense,
That's
you
right.
know. And again, in this hypothetical, in what we're talking about here today, you don't want the pressure of hunting month after month after month after month because it's like a desperation thing of,
That's right.
dude, if I don't kill something, that
I'm
which
in
is what the
trouble.
lot. Yeah, I'm going to starve. The lioness when she goes out hunting, if she didn't catch a gazelle that day, dude, the cubs are going to starve.
That's right.
And what pressure that must be. And
Hmm.
so we want to make sure that in our mortgage business, we're doing the hunting for right now,
Yes.
and then we're doing the farming to make it
For the
more
future.
of a, yeah, for future in a consistent,
Yeah.
persistent with
Yeah.
way less stress.
Yes.
So each is important. So let's talk about some activities here.
I'd love
And
to hear what you wrote down
all
for
right,
like hunting.
so
So hey, here it is. I got to eat today. What are activities that help me hunt today that give me we'd say it like this, first fast results.
yeah, so for me, I would probably like, hey Carl, you need a loan right now today. You got to pay your mortgage payment. What are you going to do? I have a hard time getting that number out of my head. 79%
Mm,
of all um, purchase deals
yeah.
were referred by a real estate agent.
It's a big
So
number. It's a
yeah,
big number.
this is a results of kind of a big famous nationwide study that 79% of the of loan officers purchase deals they got from uh, referrals of real estate agents,
Yeah.
and 21% was referrals from their past database.
Mm,
So both good, but if I got to eat today, I'm gonna
yes.
go after the bigger target,
Yeah.
right? Maybe I'm just not that good of a shot. You say, hey Carl, you can either if you can shoot the wing off of a fly at 100 yards, no, I want the elephant, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would never shoot an elephant, but you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
want
I
the,
want the biggest target you
I want,
got. Give me
I
the
want the
best
big
shot.
target, right? I want the
Yeah.
big target, and that 79%, brother, that's the elephant, right? That's the big
Yes.
target.
Yeah.
And so for me, if I got to hunt, I'm going to go after a real estate agent. And probably what I'm going to do, if I have them, if
Yeah.
I have them, I'm going to go after the agents that referred to me in the last 2 years. Like, here's what I do, buddy. I'd get a list. Here's all the real estate agents I worked for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And then I'd run them through one of the softwares. Uh, who in this group is qualified? Who in this group is doing deals now? Right?
Yeah.
And you can go on to MMI, Loan Officer CRM.ai, qualifiedagent.list.com, list
Yeah.
report, like wherever. I mean, I think pretty much everybody has access to one of these services at least by now. If not, well, that's the first thing I would do. So I'd get a list of all the agents I worked with, and maybe that's even referring to me now.
Yep.
And I'd look to see how much of their business am I getting, and if I'm not getting at least 50% at bats at
Yep.
what they're doing now, I'd call them up. So let's see if you're that real estate agent,
Yeah.
and you're one of, and I'm just making up a number, 32 real estate agents I worked with the last 2 years, and you referred me a deal here and there, and maybe every other month or so. I'm going to look and I'm going to go, all right, in the last 12 months, I closed 3 deals with Steve. Awesome.
Right.
But I
Right.
look and went, but you did 13 buy sides and I only got 3 of them. So I would think, all right, well, I can go get, it's way easier to get another one from a source that you're already getting from
Oh yeah.
than to
100%.
start a new source,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So getting a new source is farming. Tapping into a source that's already there even more is
That's
hunting.
funny.
Yeah, it's hunting. So I'd call you up and I'd say, hey, Steve, man, thanks so much for the 3 that we did last year. Love you. I really appreciate it. You're helping me feed my family and I'm forever grateful. And I saw that you closed 13 buy sides last year or in the last 12 months. Dude, awesome. Good for you. Hey, man, what would I need to do that every time you get a buyer lead come across your desk, you think, oh my God, I've got to get that to Carl. Now, in our case, I
Yeah.
would probably tell them about our follow-up refer back program that we teach in our membership.
Unbelievable program.
Killer
Yeah.
script.
Yeah.
Like,
Ton.
who's going to say no? What real estate agent would say no to that?
You'd be crazy.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine somebody saying no to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, so I would go after, so to me, that would be a hunting of getting what agents have referred to me past or referring to me now and getting even more referrals from them, maybe getting the list of the open houses, the people that went to their open house
Yeah,
last
the
weekend.
attendees who went into the open house and saying, "Hey,
Some of
can I
those are buying a
follow up with
house
those
this
leads?"
weekend,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So some of those are going to be automatic. So for me, that's a hunting thing.
What I love, because you don't think about it, but it's an instant list, people that you know or like and trust or have worked with in the past. What a remarkable way to literally work hard to get results right now. And even like with the list for the open houses, here's what we know. They're not likely to follow up with them. Why not that?
What-
Hey, and you know what else I was thinking? Let me say this about hunting. You know what else came to mind?
Tell me.
What if we talked to the agents that have actively worked with us and we said, "Hey, Carl, who did you have in the last 12 months that you thought should have bought but didn't buy, that I could help follow up and see if we couldn't get them to the closing table
Breathe
together?"
some life back into them.
That's hunting. Like,
That's hunting.
who
That's deals like right
I
now.
could get a list of like 50 people right now that it would just be call them, talk to them, see if they're still motivated, if they've bought a house, if they've not, and get them right back to the agent. That's
and
hunting.
some for sure
Oh
would
yeah.
be motivated, and some's already bought. They bought to somebody else. They took it off
Dude,
the
that's great. Oh
like.
yeah.
So that's a way.
Yeah.
So that would be some examples of hunting.
Yes.
So now let's talk about farming.
Okay. What
Just
are your
to
thoughts
give a
on
picture.
farming?
So farming would be things like, and some of these things would fall into both categories,
Sure.
right?
100%.
But like I'm thinking like teaching classes
Yeah.
at a real estate office
Yeah.
where I'm starting that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I've had that happen where I go teach a class at the local Tampa Bay Realtors Association, and at the end of the class, somebody walks up to me and say, "Hey, Carl, hey, I got a deal for you right now."
Yep.
That happens,
Yes.
but most of the time not.
Right.
Right? Most of the time, this is like, "Hey, I'm going to take them out to a coffee, or and
Mhm.
maybe it's a virtual coffee." and I'm looking to start that relationship. And so that would be more of a farming type thing. Or maybe I'm running social media ads.
That's what I was thinking about that one. What if you ran targeted Facebook ads to
Yeah,
both your
but
past
listen to me.
clients?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's two groups and only two groups that I would send those social media ads to. Who would that
100
be?
like yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking about. And I know Ben just updated our training in the membership where it's targeted Facebook, Instagram ads to past clients
Yes.
and to the agents that are qualified.
Yeah.
That would be farming to me because
Great
the
farming.
likelihood of getting an actual lead immediately is not there, but becoming the mayor of your town on
Yes.
social media is there. And they're like, oh, I know Carl. I see him all the time, right?
Very
Hey,
powerful.
you know one thing you said too. I think farming, and I didn't think about it till you said it, but farming would be doing your Thor's hammer, which is another process we teach to prospect because it takes what 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks of the consistent follow up to meet with new agents that haven't actively worked with us. So, would you get an immediate result? Possibly, but it really is more like farming because we know it typically takes 12 weeks of follow up to get it. So, you've got some agents that have worked with you that is hunting and some that you're going after that is farming. Hey, you know what else I was thinking about? What about past database? That's like we know that somebody who hasn't done it, it's about 90 days to wake up. That's farming,
Yeah,
right?
I would say yeah, past database. Some of the past database, like when I'm calling my past database, I will get some deals like right
Sure,
then.
sure,
So that'd be
sure.
a hunting, but primarily that's a farming activity
Hmm.
that's going to give me loans month after month after month after month. Yeah, so I don't want everybody to underestimate the power of the farming because like
Hmm.
dude, hey, I got an example. So this morning
Yeah,
on Breakfast Club, Sharon Wofford,
yeah.
Sharon's got like
She's
like
closing 17 this month.
so 17 units this month, and
Yeah,
one or two might fall out and one or two might get added on at the last minute, but give or take, 15.
I think that was with the fallout.
Oh, that's with us. Yeah. So
It was,
awesomely. But when we was talking with her this morning, she said,
yeah,
"Hey, I've been working the plan for 2 years now."
that's it.
And see, so that was farming. And
Mm,
so you
mm,
think, gee, getting 17 this month would be hard. Yes, it would if it was all hunting activity. Like I
mm.
got to go out and catch 17 gazelles this month.
Dude, that's
That
hey,
would
that's
be
yeah. Hey,
that would
hold on. Just that's the aha. Everybody, did y'all just get that? Like the wind just pulled out of the room. Like, because you know what we think, Carl? Oh, dude, I got to go hunt 17 this month. I got to hunt 15. No, no,
that
no,
would be
no.
hard. That would be
Yeah.
hard.
But it's the
But
seed that's
it's
been
it's
sown
yes. It's the
that
farming
grows
that
without you having to go hunt it. It's just growing.
that's right. It's the farming that she did a year ago,
Yeah.
a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
a year and 9 months ago, because
Yeah.
I think she's been
Yeah.
doing it for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
And so she might have gotten and I'm just making up some numbers here because I'm not, I don't know the exact story, but you
Yeah.
get the idea. She might have closed one or two or three, from hunting this month.
That's right.
And the other 15 came from the farming activity she's done for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And that's what makes all the difference in the world. And so do not underestimate the power of the farming. Hey, and just pulling the curtains back here, Steve, that's what you and I do with our podcast.
That's right.
So on
That's
our
right.
podcast, we have loan officers call us up right away sometime. Listen to one episode, guys, perfect topic. Gee, tell me
Hmm.
more about that, right? And we end up
Yes.
in some fashion together, working together. But a big part of the podcast is farming, right?
Hmm.
It's just looking for opportunities to help loan officers, on an ongoing basis that we've been talking to. Dude, we had you and I just finished up with a boot camp live here in Clearwater,
That's right.
and it never ceases to amaze me. I'll meet somebody and they'll say, "Hey, Carl, I've been following you guys for the last 10 years. First time I went to an event, and see
That's farming.
that's farming, right?
That's
That's
farming.
farming,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
understand that farming is a very powerful and
Hmm.
probably even more powerful than hunting.
Yes.
It's just we need to hunt to feed ourselves right now, and
Now.
let's come into that. Like, hey guys, I get the farming thing, dude. I need
Mm,
something on the plate like today. Awesome.
mm,
Let's
mm.
focus on the hunting, but let's plan on the farming.
That's right.
So let's
Yeah.
focus on the hunting. Let's plan on the farming. Like we got to
So powerful.
map out the farming part out. Otherwise, every month is a month of desperation, and I'm telling you, you'll burn out. Me and
That's
you
it.
everybody who wouldn't burn out.
Who wouldn't? That's it, man. Hey, and you know what I was thinking about, even as you were talking about that, these 8-week boot camps that we've been doing, one of the things we do is that's exactly what it is. It's the how do I get stuff right now to build the pipeline to get away from having my back into a corner, as well as look over 8 weeks. There's simple strategies, simple things we can do to farm so that in 90 days, 100 days, 120 days, look, that's the key. You know what Sharon said this morning? Like she was talking about touch the lead, touch the partner, just ask Tuesday updates. It wasn't one thing, it was all the things that were producing the fruit. And, like even she was saying, it's not even driving me nuts. I'm not even going crazy. It's not like I've lost my life. I've actually gained it because all of this, and now that you're saying it, it's all the pieces are coming together. It's like, because she's been farming. And what would happen if you could learn how to get stuff now through hunting as well as farm and do it in a way where you saw results in 60, 90 days? Hey, Carl, let's do this. If you're interested in that, go to loanofficersuccess.com, loanofficersuccess.com. Me or Krista or Carl, one of us will jump on and let us show you some of the strategies. Like you said something earlier, and I was like, that's it. Because we're even talking about it's the follow-up refer back program. Like, what if you could make an offer to an agent that they almost couldn't say no to? Like, Carl, that's hunting. Like, and that's one of the strategies where it's like learning how to ask an agent or build a relationship in such a way where they literally, and I hate to say this, but you'd be dumb not to. And so we walk through the script that we have a proven result for, and it's like, dude, I'm hunting, but I'm also learning how to farm so that I've got more than enough, and it's with less headaches, less stress, not alone by yourself. And so, dude, go to loanofficersuccess.com, and me, Krista, Carl, one of us, we'll show you just what we're doing. So
We'll show you how to hunt
yes.
and at the same time how to farm and what activities.
Oh, so good.
Hey, I need loans. Like right now, we're going to focus on the hunting. Hey, I'm
Yes.
at a steady 4. I'm doing okay, but I'm ready to go to 8.
Yes.
We're going to show you farming, and
That's
so
right.
it depends on
Yeah.
where you're at. So when you go there, I think you probably have to. There's like a couple questions just so we can
That's
best
right.
prepare for the call.
That's
But
right.
loanofficersuccess.com, good stuff, man.
Yeah, and then submit it and we'll call you same day. So literally just call you, walk you through it. So, hey, Carl, what a great analogy. Hunting and farming.
It's
Good
powerful.
topic.
It takes all the
It is
stress
tough.
away when you
Yeah.
understand the farming aspect of it.
Hmm.
Going. Hey, look, for the first 90 days, we need to hunt.
That's right.
After the 90 days, once we got our nose above the waterline, you want to focus on the farming. That's where the big money is the farming.
That's right. That's good. Hey guys, remember this, anything worth doing is worth doing badly. Just get started. See you.